Hello everybody. I mentioned Catherine Switzer yesterday. She was a long distance runner who was the first woman to participate in the Boston Marathon in 1967 when, as I mentioned yesterday, she was attacked by Jock Simple, who was in charge of the race, and who, when he saw that this woman had got through the net, was so cross that he came up to her in the middle of the race and physically abused her, although she managed to finish the race. If you managed to listen to the interview which I put up yesterday, or I will today, you'll hear that towards the end of Catherine Switzer's running career, Jock Simple was reconciled to her, and there's a wonderful photograph of him giving a great big kiss on the cheek, and she says she has forgiven him because, she says, he had changed her life. The opposition from him had brought out in her things that would not necessarily have emerged, and so she was able to see this and to forgive. Forgiveness is a big topic for all of us, and I think that if we can try to do what she did, Catherine Switzer did, it's a help. If we can see the opposition that someone puts in our way, the things that we feel we need to forgive, if we can see them as well as being hindrances, as also helps, things which enable us to grow and become better people, perhaps we might find it more easily in us to forgive. And I was reminded on this topic, and since I was thinking also yesterday about Martin Luther King, about something he said about forgiveness. He said, you must realise that if you don't forgive somebody, you're not loving them. And he says there's always some bad in every good person and some good in every bad person. And I think that's another way of helping us to find it in ourselves to forgive. If we can see the other person as somebody who has got some good in them, even though we may not always find it easy to see it, and recognise that in us there is probably plenty of bad, then it becomes easier to find it in ourselves to forgive what needs forgiving. And so today that's going to be my thought, and I invite you to share with me in it. Who do I need to forgive that I haven't forgiven? And maybe if I can see in them some benefit to myself because of what my relationship, how that may have been, has created in me, has been to some extent good and helped me to change for the better. And if I can see in the other person that there is some good, and to recognise that in myself there's some bad, then I think it will be easier for me to forgive, as we are all called to do.